Why is New Zealand so good at rugby, bro? Why are we only good at rugby and nothing else? Bro, I have no idea. I've thought about this in the past. Like, bro, why are we not good at NBA or basketball, football, the popular sports? We're good at rugby, bro. Like, really, it had to be rugby. Like, I understand rugby. Like, I've played rugby. I'm Kiwi, bro. If you're Kiwi, if you grew up in New Zealand, bro, you've definitely played rugby or you know about rugby. All right, simple as that. But why do we only good at rugby? Why is tiny New Zealand dominate rugby? That's what this thing is called. Let me pull it up there. It says, why is tiny New Zealand dominating rugby? Let's find out, bro. Why is it? Why is it? I've had this question on my mind a long time.
In the biggest tournament of one of the world's most popular sports.
Okay. Wait a minute. So these
20 countries will.
They said 20 countries. So these are basically all the rugby countries. What he's saying. We got Chile, Uruguay, bro, Argentina, Namibia, South Africa, Portugal, Ireland, France. And France, bro. Why is France good at everything? They're good at basketball, rugby, football. That's like the big three, bro. I guess cricket's in there, but bro, I'm not watching a goddamn 5 days of cricket. Are you serious? Why are the games 5 days long, bro? I don't even understand the rules. I never have. Romania and Georgia, Japan, Australia, bro. These are some random countries that are good at rugby, bro. What happened to like America? I mean, the U.S. What happened to like Spain? The whole of Asia, bro. I guess Japan's the only one in Asia that plays. Got all of South America, bro. Like Africa, Russia, bro. Most of Europe. None of these people even play rugby. Like, what's going on, bro? Play some goddamn rugby.
In the biggest tournament of one of the world's most popular sports, rugby.
Yeah, and New Zealand, they do dominate, bro. I mean, I can't tell you. I don't watch a lot of rugby. I'm more of like a basketball guy. I watch every basketball game, bro. If you got a basketball question, I can answer that shit. But I have reacted to some highlights. Jonah Lomu, I remember him. Who else, bro? Bowden Barrett, that's my goat, bro. When I was watching, that's one play I remember. This man was outrunning everybody, bro.
One of these 5 teams will win it. England invented the sport and has reached the World Cup finals 4 times.
Okay.
South Africa won the last World Cup in 2019.
Really?
Ireland is currently ranked
Wait, so when is the next World Cup?
in the world, and France is hosting the tournament. Then there's New Zealand, who might win because, well, they're the most dominant team in the history of rugby.
Stop playing! Of course we are, bro. What? Not only just rugby, but throughout all of sports history?
Rugby, and arguably in all of sports history.
Nah, that's fire, bro. That is fire. Hell yeah. I remember him, bro. I remember this guy. I forgot his name, though.
Since 1903, the New Zealand All Blacks.
Bro, I remember the All Blacks from 2016. I used to watch them a lot.
Has a comfortable winning record against all of them.
Wait, this is our record against everyone? Bro, this team, we absolutely dominate. Is that France or Ireland? That might be Ireland, bro. Oh my God, Argentina. They've beat us twice throughout all of history, bro. And I guarantee those 2 times, we were sitting all our starters out. They said, yeah, let's let the young guys go out and get some. Australia. So basically the best team against us is South Africa. That's like the other best team.
When you take into account that New Zealand today only has a population of 5 million people.
Damn, bro.
A fraction of the other countries that
the hell is this island over there? What's going on there, bro?
Made a World Cup final.
Very unique, obviously, for us to dominate the world because we are a very small part of it.
There is a fervent following of this team, almost religious.
You need to hit the dentist, gang. What's going on in your mouth? Pause. Pause.
So it begs the question, how did such a tiny country create such a dominant sports team? And can the New Zealand All Blacks stay on top?
Bro, they will, bro. Trust me. Like, everyone gets their kids to play rugby at some point of their life, bro. If you live in New Zealand, every child will play rugby at one point, bro. That's why. Invincible? Talking about Mark? Omni-Man? Invincible? What the hell is that, bro?
While at the same time protecting yourself from
bro, how did they have cameras back in those days, bro?
Rugby is a fast, violent, and chaotic sport with many rules, but one basic premise. Get the ball to your opponent's end of the field.
Yep.
The modern form of the game was invented at a school in Rugby, England, around 1820. At the time, England had a world...
When I played rugby, I don't know about all this he's saying, but I scored 1 try throughout my whole career. I played for like 2 years, bro, when I was about 13, 14. when I was first discovering sports. Bro, I just got thrown out there. I didn't know a damn rule. All I know is you run straight, you try and score the ball, and you tackle the other guys coming at you. All right? Simple as that. Simple, very simple, bro. That's all I knew, and, bro, I scored a try. Big 5 points.
And it introduced
I'm
rugby to
here.
colonies like
No,
South
but
Africa
I'm better
and
at
Australia in the 1860s.
I'm definitely
and New
better
Zealand
at
in the 1870s,
basketball.
where it became especially popular.
1870s.
When rugby came to New Zealand,
I know my
it
gramps
came
was running
from
around with
origins in
great
the
grandfather
UK, where it was
Tony Johnson. Talk to me, big bro.
very much
What do you say?
related to class structure. The elite schools played rugby in the UK.
Tony Johnson is a rugby expert, author, and TV broadcaster in New Zealand.
Welcome back, and Caleb Clark is in.
When it came to New Zealand, it really was.
That's love right there, bro. If you can scream at a mic just watching the game, shout out to me, bro. That's what I do. When it comes to the NBA, I can do that. But, bro, look at the dedication right
Broadcaster
there.
in New Zealand.
Welcome back, and Caleb Clark is in.
Man, people
When it
like
came
this
to
what
New
makes
Zealand,
you
it
love
really
sports,
was the
bro.
game
People like this.
For everyone. Didn't
Shout
matter
out to
where you
man.
came
Shout out to
from,
this
what
man,
school
bro.
You went to, you had to go at this game.
That included New Zealand's indigenous population, the Maori.
Yes,
they formed rugby
sir.
teams almost immediately, and
Some of my ancestors and what are they called? History?
early as the
Histor-
1880s,
Yeah,
a mostly Maori rugby teams
Exactly,
called the
bro.
Natives played matches in other countries.
Bro, what's going on with the facial hair back in those
The
days,
team
bro?
called the Natives played matches.
Like, what's going on here, bro? What is this? The hell is that, bro? Oh, yeah, they was just doing shit back in those days. Bro, so yeah, remove the chin. I'll leave everything else, bro. Like, what?
in other countries.
It
Yo!
was indeed a Maori.
You'll never
person,
catch me
Tom
rocking that
Ellison, who
style
first came
ever,
up
bro,
with
ever.
The idea of New Zealand wearing this black jersey.
Those jerseys are how New Zealand's national team came to be known as
Yo,
the All Blacks.
This is kind of
And
nice.
in 1905, they set off a
Bro, those original ones, look at that. The giant white silver fern, crazy mustache right there, bro. And then the full black long sleeve with the little color, like different colorway. That is hard, bro. We need to bring back the original
These
with
are
the
how New
giant
Zealand's
fern,
national
bro.
team came to
The
be known as
giant
the All
fern, not the
Blacks.
tiny little
And in
fern, bro.
1905, they
Like
set
the
off
full
across
color
ocean to play
fern, bro.
matches, which, when played between countries, are called tests. The All Blacks surprised everyone by playing a faster, more expansive, and far more organized style of rugby than had ever been seen before. They played 35 tests, and they only lost once. A
That's
success
crazy.
that not only changed rugby,
That is
but
crazy,
also how
bro.
the world saw New Zealand.
New Zealand was starting to search for its own identity. This was the start of it. This was New Zealand, not so much a British subject. It was the start of it. This was New Zealand.
Bro, some of these faces, bro. Like, yeah, bro. Bro. That's
not so
funny
much
to
a
see.
British subject anymore, but
Hey,
our
but why are they all like English, bro?
part of it.
Oh,
This
what's
was
going on there? Also, my recommended. Shout out to Spider-Man, bro. I just watched it last night.
Not
Bro, the best Spider-Man of the old Tom Holland. 100% the best. Go watch it if you
so
have.
much a British subject anymore, but our own people.
After the tour, the All Blacks embodied that new national identity by fusing rugby with New Zealand culture, most famously by performing a Maori war dance called the
What is that, bro? Excuse me, what is that, bro?
for every test.
I think initially the haka was.
I mean, respect, bro. Respect all these people that is just learning the haka and showing off the Kiwi, New Zealand culture, I guess.
Often performed before a battle. Some people feel that the haka gives the All Blacks an unfair advantage. It's psychological.
In 1924,
Get
the
your
All
own
Blacks
haka, bro. Do your own, like, you can come up with your own things, bro. Like, it's not that hard.
won all 32 tests on an overseas tour, earning them the nickname the Invincibles. They raised
So this is the original team, 1922. Oh,
New Zealand's
1924.
expectations for the All Blacks from simply winning to dominating world rugby.
The superlative All Blacks rugby machine. They once more confirmed their absolute supremacy. World champion. The New Zealand war machine, all set to join the other nations who've fallen before the invincible All Blacks.
Did they have airplanes back in those days? Because how were they traveling from place to place? Like, this says Wales versus New Zealand. I'm assuming that's Wales, bro. Like, were they taking boats? When the hell were airplanes invented, bro? Matter of fact, I'm gonna search that shit up. When was aeroplanes invented, bro? Date December 1903. Okay, wait. So before then, they had to take a ship to play against the damn World Cup Okay, so World Cup mustn't have even been invented until like they had like actual planes where you can travel. But that's crazy, bro. 1903. Did the Wright brothers crash? That's the play. That's the yeah, bro. So I don't know when, because there's no way you're traveling from country to country. Man, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know what they were doing before they had planes, bro. How were they doing World Cups back in those days? I like the energy, bro. That's that old school
gathered
energy.
by ESPN, between 1900 and 1989, the All Blacks won 71% of their tests. In 1987, they won the first ever Rugby World Cup. Then from 1990 to 2009, the All Blacks achieved a staggering 80% win rate. When they did lose, they always turned things around by developing new strategies.
You know, we're not the biggest people in the world. The South Africans produce these giants. England are very sort of gym-trained muscularity about them. But what we do have is a combination of athleticism, skill, but also be willing to try something just a little bit out of the ordinary.
More than 100 years after
So what are we doing though? That's that different. We have a haka. That's what I learned. So that's culture. But what are we actually doing that's
playing
different?
rugby, this small country of a few million people was still producing the best rugby players in the world year after year.
We don't
So
have that
how
many
does New
people,
Zealand
bro.
do it?
It's just like
To make this
training them
video,
from
we
young,
needed
bro.
to do a ton of research, which meant
Shout out to
going a
you,
lot of
bro.
different
Shout out
places
to you.
on
I'm
the
not
internet,
buying your ads,
which
bro.
you may or may
NordVPN,
not
I'm not
have
getting that
noticed.
shit. But like, shout out to you for the
It's our
ad, bro.
national game, so kids are playing it from when they're small. You know, boys and girls.
Alice Soper is a rugby player and journalist.
You can be 6, you know, so like 5 or 6, and they play something called ripper rugby, which is like a primer to the tackle where they have flags on their shorts.
Ripper Rugby teaches kids how to run, pass, and catch, and it's how New Zealand maximizes the number of people who try rugby, thereby maximizing the pool of talent, entering a pipeline that feeds the All Blacks.
So I didn't play this when I was a kid because, you know, my childhood, we didn't even have. Anyways, I'm not going to go into that. Bro, I didn't play this, but I have played it, obviously. Like when I was more grown, I played it. When I was like in high school, I played it. But yeah, I do know the children do be playing this.
The time
I know
kids
I have
turn
like nephews and nieces, they be playing. They're
they're
playing
tackle
like
rugby and join
yeah,
club
yeah.
and school teams. Many high schools, called colleges in New Zealand, field multiple teams, again, to keep as many playing as possible. But
Wait,
the best
do we not call high school? I know they have like I went to Waimea College, for example, but do we not call it high school? Is that a real thing? I always thought it was high
play
school,
on
bro.
their school's top team, where the best of the best are increasingly identified as potential future All Blacks.
You could almost liken it to college sport in the United States.
You're watching Land Rover First 15 Rugby, where we show you the stars of tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I remember this, bro. I remember this. Like we had the first 15. I didn't even like. I stopped playing like so what? Year 9, year 10. That's when I played. First 15, I think was year 11 up. So year 11, I didn't play. I was more into basketball at that time. But a lot of the bros from my team, they actually just went straight to the first 15. So you know, if I tried, I definitely would have made it, bro. But you know, I didn't even try, bro.
Then after graduating, the best are hired by teams to play in New Zealand's professional rugby league, Super Rugby. Only professional players that play in New Zealand are eligible to reach the top level, the All Blacks. It's a way for the team to ensure that there is a constant stream of new players that learn the game the New Zealand way.
They have to be all things, so they've got to be able to kick, they've got to be able to run, they've got to be able
Interesting.
to tackle.
There's an expectation.
See,
that
I
they-
actually do know one guy who was on my team in high school or college, as example, went to the first 15, and now he's in the Super Rugby, like they said. So, bro, potentially he could be the All Blacks if he locks in. But like, you know, he's currently in the Crusaders. I know that's a good team.
play rugby the way the New Zealand
Bro, he could
players
actually
expect
go
to see
all the way,
play,
which is kind of
this
fire, bro.
rather
I didn't even
playing
realize it.
style.
I was actually in Christchurch, is where I live. Now, I was driving to work one day, and I see this guy on the billboard. I was like, wait, isn't that bro that I went to school with? So I went to social media, I searched him up, and apparently he plays for that team now. So
Believed the
that's
greatest
definitely
generation of
fire,
All
bro.
Blacks ever played from about
Shout out to
2010
him.
2016.
I ain't gonna say his name,
Over
bro. I'm not
that
gonna
time
say his
span,
name.
they won 90% of their tests and never lost at home. Plus, they won 2 more World Cup championships. Several players on the 2015 team played at the same schools, and they all played for one of 5 Super Rugby teams.
Wait, what schools
Probably
did
the
they
most-
say? What schools did they say? Fielding, Otago, CHB, Fielding, Francis Douglas, CBH, Otago, Rongotai. That's in Wellington, I think, right? Pretty sure it's Wellington. Oh, that's fire, bro. That's fire.
The team played at the same schools, and they all played for one of 5 Super Rugby teams.
Probably the most.
Oh, that says Hurricanes up the top. Obviously, my face is in the way, but Hurricane, Blues, Chiefs, Highlander, and Crusaders. That's the 5. Wait, that's the 5 New Zealand teams, right? Yeah. Do we just play against each other, or did they just play against Australia as well?
He was your typical kind of like hard man. Absolutely no fear going into the contact.
Daniel Carter, for example, who was like the Joe Montana of the All Blacks. He was
Who the
a
hell is
brilliant
Joe
player, but he
Montana,
was a
bro?
great strategist as well.
But while the top of the pipeline gets all the glory, New Zealand's real advantage over its much bigger rivals is at the bottom.
Other countries may have a similar kind of narrow trajectory through your schoolboys into your academies. They just don't have as many people funneling in at that beginning point.
It's quite a rugged sort of a game that suited the early pioneers of New Zealand, and these days it provides
Now that pose is
rugged
outrageous,
sort of game
bro.
that suited the early
What?
pioneers
Yeah, these folks.
of New
And then
Zealand.
this one, alright, bro. Yo, how did they capture this moment? Yo, this is an iconic moment, bro.
These days, it provides opportunity now for young people coming out of perhaps some of the more difficult socio-economic areas of New Zealand.
So the All Blacks dominate rugby because New Zealand transformed it into a game for everyone. But whether or not their domination continues is up for debate.
Huge World Cup upset. He's men.
So this is England?
For the All Blacks.
In 2019,
Bro, they even have mullets in England, bro. I thought that was only an islander, or, yeah.
the
New
All Blacks
Zealand
failed
thing,
to
bro.
make the World Cup finals. Then in 21 and 22, they lost a stretch of 6 out of 8 tests, which pushed them to an all-time low ranking of 5th in the world.
What?
It led some to speculate
But imagine that, though. The all-time low is number 5.
that the All Blacks were in decline.
That
and
shows how
question
good they
whether
are,
could
bro.
continue
Hey,
to
let me know when the next World Cup is, bro. I'm trying to watch that.
dominate world
I'm
rugby.
actually trying to watch
Blame was
that.
placed on the COVID
Like, I watched
pandemic. And
I watched the football World Cup just, what was it, like last few weeks ago, and that was actually good, bro.
Blacks
Let me
coach Ian Foster.
tune
Most
into
importantly,
the
though,
rugby,
the
because I
losses forced
know some of the rules now. I know the offside, you can't be passing forward, you can't kick it forward though and run through and catch it. So I know that. A try is 5 points, right? If you get a kick, it's 2 points. Am I right? Hey, bro. I want to watch it. I want to watch it.
How their
That's what I'm
country's
saying.
relationship with rugby is changing. A 2018 report found that the number of high school boys playing rugby was falling, while other sports were on the rise.
New Zealand has had phenomenal success in sports like rowing, basketball, but they've
Wait, did they say we had success at basketball? What is this? Oh, this is the years 2001 to 2018. Shout out to 02. That's when I was born. Goated year. 2001, not so much because 2001. We all know what happened. Well, some of us know what happened. Anyways, basketball. Look at that though. It's just been going up, bro. It's almost at the same level as rugby. Okay.
New Zealand has had
Shout out to
phenomenal
basketball, bro.
success
Shout out to the
in sports
NBA.
like rowing,
Shout out
basketball,
to the
but they've
basketball
taken
community,
away,
bro.
Athletes who once upon a time would have been All Blacks.
Like a lot of kind of
Taken away, bro. Chill out, bro. Basketball's low key better. Not even low key, is 100% better than rugby. It's just more fun to watch, bro. It is.
prevalence.
Not as many rules, but also probably more rules at the same time. It's easier to understand and it's more fun to look at, bro.
They
Dunking,
then start to take
three-pointers,
on that identity,
ankle
like,
breaking.
heavily
I mean, rugby is
masculine
cool, but, like-
spaces, which isn't necessarily what people want to be around. It's become out of step with younger New Zealanders.
And many worry that high school rugby is increasingly dominated by a few privileged schools that are making the game too professional at the expense of the rest. A 2013 investigation found that 5 schools in Auckland are estimated to have spent $400,000 on their rugby teams.
bro. 400,000, $500,000 on your rugby team. That's basically $500,000 right there. That is crazy.
While their competitors
400.
spent only $50,000.
50,000, bro. That's a lot to be spending on a rugby as well. I mean, is this per year? It's got to be, right?
5 years, the number of Auckland high school rugby teams fell from 225 to 181.
It's become very elitist, with the schools really focusing on the elite teams. What happens to all the players who aren't good enough to play for the first team?
Just a lot of pressure when you're 15. So we're starting to see people realize, oh, well, this isn't working out here. We need to be changing things.
The most immediate challenge keeping the All Blacks from total domination, though, is the rest of the world. Their rivals are getting better, particularly France and Ireland.
France is getting better at everything, bro. They're good at football. Probably low-key the best at football. basketball, they're coming up. Wembanyama, bro, stop playing. They have the best basketball player in the world, and now he said they're coming up in rugby. Yo, is the
Additionally,
population of
professional
France
rugby
getting
leagues in
bigger,
Europe and
or are they
Asia
just
getting
like
very popular,
locking in, bro, and
and they're
starting to
attracting
do
a lot
more
of New Zealand's
things?
players, making them
Really?
ineligible to play for the All Blacks.
And even the
How does that work? Wait, so the New Zealand players are going to play for other countries, making a citizenship, and they're saying,
of
fuck
that
it, bro.
black jersey for
Let me
some
play
players
for that country.
simply isn't enough when they think they can set themselves up for life.
In England, you've got a couple of Kiwis that are over there. If you look at the European teams, same thing there. Japan, currently run by a New Zealander. We put our people everywhere, and then we're surprised when they start to know our tricks.
So while the loss of these players may hurt,
Well, our tricks is just growing up with Kiwi culture. So that's basically our only trick. That's
All
what
Blacks
I've
ability to
learned.
win tests, it does ensure that New Zealanders will continue to remain at the cutting edge of rugby well into the future. Now, even though the popularity of boys rugby may be falling in New Zealand, the popularity of women's rugby there is exploding, and the women's All Blacks team is number 2 in the world. Thanks again for watching episode 3.
Appreciate you, bro. Tom, what's your name? Tom. Appreciate the breakdown. Search Party, that's his name. Yeah, bro. So what I learned is that New Zealand is good at rugby because of Kiwi culture and because we don't really do anything else but play rugby. So, do something else, like play basketball. And I mean, if we do other things like play basketball, then it's going to be a lot tougher to be number 1 at rugby. So, come to the basketball side, bro. We need better basketball players. We need more hoopers. Get our athletes playing basketball, and we will. Bro, what am I even doing, bro? I still want us to be good at rugby, but I also want us to be good at basketball and soccer as well. Football. Apologies. Yeah, GG's. Good video. Thank you.